An Arizona State University professor of more than 20 years is suing the school over its mandatory DEI training for all faculty.
So he claims it violates a state law that prohibits public agencies from mandating training that presents any blame or judgment on the basis of race, ethnicity, or sex. That philosophy, religious studies, and theology professor Owen Anderson joins us now. Dr. Anderson, thanks so much for giving us some time this morning. In that training that they were mandating, what do they teach you?
Yeah, thanks for having me on. And this is the first time I've had required DEI training. Mm-hmm. And what was objectionable about this specific training is that it divides people up based on race, and then it assigns blame based on skin color. And that's the essence of racism. And so we have a state law in Arizona that prohibits state agencies from using public money to teach race blame or any kind of racial judgment.
Is that you've just had enough? Because I'm reading, you told our producers yesterday, you said you've sat through faculty meetings where Christians and conservatives are insulted. You said you've seen all kinds of attempts at imposing far-left ideologies on the campus. Give us some more examples.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, a few years ago, I was told I need to decolonize my classroom and give proof that I've decolonized my syllabus. And what that means is decolonization is a Marxist philosophy about the modern world. And so I was being asked to impose that philosophy on how I teach.
Could you do it?
And I objected then as well.
Okay.
So, Doctor, when we reached out to the university, this is what they told us in the statement. It said the Goldwater Institute suit misled the court and misrepresents both the content and requirement of this training to make an argument that represents a political perspective, but is not based on the law. ASU's commitment to provide a supportive and welcoming education environment for students of all backgrounds will continue, and the university will respond appropriately to the Institute's tactics. What do you say to that?
Well, what the Goldwater Institute did was they provided 173 pages, which is just the content of these teaching modules and the quizzes, so that people can see for themselves and the court will be able to see. And whenever I bring up the content and show publicly this is what's being taught, people are stunned. And they say, well, I can't believe that's what's being taught in these employee training classes.
Oh, and I mean, you would think there'd be others that would have a problem with what your school is doing. Are there other teachers, other professors?
Yeah, I've been contacted by others who say, thank you for speaking up, but people feel what is called the chilling effect, which means they know that if they speak up at work and the majority of people are far leftists, that they're going to have pushback and they're going to maybe face employment problems. And so many people are simply afraid to speak up, and that's very understandable.
Well, that's the real problem here, is that if you oppose this, you can't even let your voice be heard. Professor, thanks so much. Good luck in your lawsuit.
Thank you so much. Keep fighting. The deadline for Trump to pay his $454 million bond is